The party woke Winry while fighting off the antlered snakes and discovered that she did have visions of the fire starter. The eyes in the fire visited her in a dream, while chanting in Sylvan could be heard in the distance. The group discussed what to do with this information, but didn't have long to talk. Arriving directly after the fight, the bearded devil that hunted the party appeared on the bridge, looking to parley. Jack tried to fool the devil with a different book and some abstract legalities. Not taken by the ruse, the devil suggested a deal. He helps the party defeat Indomitability, and in return, they would give Funsbar's book to him. Although Jack seemed willing, the group decided to instead retreat back to the tower to discuss. After debating the options, the group decided an informal agreement was acceptable. However, when the paper and quill were presented to make the deal official, the party backed out, but not before Myetharia attempted to make a deal personally. Bidding the party farewell, the devil turned to leave, promising their next encounter wouldn't be so friendly.
As such, the rest of you are still sitting around after discussing with the devil, as was said. And the decision to be made is what to do next.
Well, I had suggested that we rest here, where we have some safety, to prepare to head to Buri Shrava, expecting there to be some kind of an assault from our bearded devil friend. How does everyone feel about that proposal?
Yeah, sounds good.
Bryn will start preparing us back to sleep.
What was that?
It was the chair.
You broke the chair? Bruh. Sorry, listeners.
That seems less dangerous.
Just remember, our supplies are limited, so as long as we are requiring a rest, I have no problems with it. I just wanted to remind.
When do we have to take our next potions?
In the
In
morning.
the morning.
Okay.
You'll have... Sorry, go ahead.
If we travel up the river, will we need the potion?
I mean, we'll find out. It's hard for me to say right now. We're under the effects of them, but I feel like it might be livable, but that does not mean that you'll be in peak condition.
What time is it again? It's only like dinner time, right?
Yeah, it's about dinner, give or take. 4 to 5 range. Up to you. I mean, it is certainly possible for us to bed up here. It is well defensed, as Jack said.
Well, I don't particularly need a rest. I could use some more spells, and all of my ability to inspire is expired. But we have to expect that the devil is going to attack us as soon as our defenses are down. And when we are resting out in the fire forest, our defenses will most certainly be down.
Fair. Just wanted to present the counter argument. I'll leave the choice to you.
Well, thank you, Torrent.
Bryn, how are you feeling?
Just tired. I'm similar to Jack. That last fight did take a lot out of me.
Oh no!
Woe is me.
It just hits her then. It just hits her all at once. Oh.
No. I remembered that it took down my maximum hit points.
Oh yeah.
So
that's true.
I'm full at my now maximum hit points to be metagaming here, but I understand the benefits of resting, but the hours wasted of the potion do make me nervous.
Well, I mean, as Jack said, it's defensible here, so perhaps Kristen and myself could stay. Make things a little bit lighter for you. Back for us. As I said, we can probably survive here as long as we're careful.
Actually, you could survive in the fountain or the
In the shrine.
shrine
Also.
under the fountain.
That is a good point. Perhaps that would be the best place. We could close it up and be pretty hidden.
DM's
Bad
like,
idea,
please
Jack.
do that, please do that, please do that, please.
Also,
I guess,
have
how
a-
does Kristen look?
In what way?
Like her eyes, her cloudiness.
Make an insight check.
That's a good question.
I also have a theory I want to test come time of taking potions. I'm curious over whether
Oh.
20.
I need potions or not. If
That's
I
a good
can
question.
Hold fire in my hand.
For Kristen, in the meantime, you kind of give her a once-over, a look-over, and you realize, even from before a little bit, just based on what she'd said and the way she'd challenged Myetharia a little bit, she seems more there than before. More present, more active, as though she's regaining pieces of herself.
That's encouraging.
You know, just looking at you, Kristen, you look much more clear-headed, and it would give me confidence that you and Torrent could stay together, and God forbid some control came back over you, Torrent would... Either you could fight it being this far away, or Torrent could handle you if you think you could, Torrent.
Jeez, I hadn't thought of that.
I mean, I feel better than I did before. That's for sure. It's hard to know. I don't know that I can trust my own mind. It's strange, but I don't know how he would make it into the forest anyway. He
I was
isn't
thinking the same
exactly
thing.
prepared for it at all.
Well,
I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
shall we, Winry, what do you think?
Did someone try using Dispel Magic on her?
No.
They were too concerned that it would dispel the potion's effect. Jack tried. Jack tried, but it's not a magical effect.
Well,
Jack, not that it wasn't a magical effect. The concern there was that you, if I remember right, that you couldn't target with it or something like that.
yeah, we did.
That might have
talk
been
about
what
that.
it was. As I say, I thought
I
you
remember-
said something about a magical effect, but maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
I think you even did do it, but then Justin was like, well, you didn't burn it because you didn't do it, you know? Like, you can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
that
that
sounds
now.
right. Well,
So it is any, no, what I said was it is any spell of 3rd level or lower ends. And so the Stand the Heat is a less than 3rd level spell, and so it would be affected as well. He couldn't
If
choose
we're
a
sleeping, then that...
magical effect because he doesn't
I guess.
know the effect to target was the differentiation there.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you gonna say Cassie?
Oh, maybe trying it in the morning? Right.
Well, I mean,
Or...
Well, I have one
Yeah.
charge left,
wait for
and
the
so I could,
wait for the
we could,
potion to wear off.
we could attempt it,
Yeah.
but I think that you know, I don't have any in-game way to say this. Based on the spell specification, I don't think it'll have any effect. There needs to be a higher level spell. So, shall we vote individually on as to whether we stay in the tower to rest or move on?
Sure, let's make a vote. Let's make it quick. Jack,
I vote to rest here.
Bryn,
I vote to rest here.
Myetharia,
Just here.
I feel like we've already made a decision.
We rest.
Okay, let's rest. As you begin to set up camp and prepare things that are required for your rest here, Winry perks up a little bit.
So guys, I know that it's been a little tense lately, and everyone's kind of grouchy. And I think we might be a little more cohesive if we trust each other a little more and we get to know each other. So, does anyone want to play a game?
Yeah, I'll play if Rayland plays.
I'll play
Rayland?
if Bryn plays.
Bryn?
Of course, I'll play a game with you, Winry.
Aww.
That was so similar to what you said in chat. It was-
Well, not all
Daria?
of our listeners were in chat with us.
Why am I gonna be weird about it?
I mean, our only listener wasn't in chat with us.
Technically, we have 2, but
Hi, Amy.
We've doubled our viewership.
Who's the second?
I
Anyway.
had talked about a second, but yeah, it was good.
Doubled our viewership. What did you have in mind, Winry?
Torrent? Kristen, would you like to play? Or do you want me to explain the game first?
We
Yes,
can play if
DM.
you'd like. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that totally wasn't discussed earlier or anything.
So the game is called Never Have I Ever. Okay. So everyone starts with holding 5 fingers up in front of them. Like this. Okay? 5, not 10. 5.
I have 2 people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what would we do if there were 3 NPCs?
Oh man!
The
Feet.
demon
Holds
comes
the
back
foot
and
out.
plays.
Yeah, you're over your shoulders.
Oh, I'd be
All right,
interested.
5.
He's like, I was listening in and I would like to play.
We're way outside. He's like, I would join.
Cassie
That
has to
sounds
walk
like
up behind him,
fun.
give him a third.
All right, 5 fans.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, we need to sit in a circle.
Oh, that's an important part. All
It
right.
is very important. Everyone sit on the circle.
I'm gonna sit next to Winry.
Okay. Is everyone sitting? Now.
Yes.
We all have to be like,
So you want to wait for an answer?
I'm sitting.
Someone starts and they say a statement of something that they have never done. For instance, never have I ever fought a dragon and won. If I have never fought a dragon and won, wait.
If you have.
If I
fought it.
have fought a dragon and won, you put one of your fingers down. Does it make sense?
Sure.
I feel like there's more to it than that.
Sounds
Yeah,
like we're playing this
alcohol.
game for a long
So,
time.
if only one person has done that thing and puts a finger down, that person has to tell us the story of them doing that thing. So if Rayland is the only one that puts a finger down, he needs to tell us a story about when he fought a dragon and won. And then we move on to the next person in the circle. And then once we get all the way around the circle, the person who has the most fingers still up is the winner.
I think also if no one has done the thing that you've never done, you put a finger down.
Oh, I have never heard that before. That's a good idea.
So that you can't just choose something ridiculous that no one's done.
Oh, Chloe.
Oh, Chloe. Oh.
Well, it's fun playing with you.
Bye. Bye.
As such,
Winry.
well, perhaps
So it's supposed to be something that I've done that no one else has ever done.
something that you haven't done that you think other people have.
Ah, I see. So if no
You're
one puts
trying-
their finger down, I have to put my.
Correct. Then you would lose one of your 5 well, lose, but you know what I mean.
Finger.
I got mine.
Loser.
I got a finger right here for you.
Rayland, please.
Bryn
Let's
elbows.
keep this civil.
Rayland.
It's at this point that Myetharia finally sits down because you didn't wait to find out if she was sitting or not.
Well, I'm sure she's thrilled to hear that when she doesn't ever listen to this back.
Yeah, that
Well.
was really just for me. A nice little.
Bryn, I believe you said that you had one already. Would you be willing to lead.
Of course. Never have I ever been a part of the military.
Really?
Torrance
Gonna start
finger
off
goes
like
down.
that.
No.
Winry's does not.
As
I think I can
do
answer that
Torrent
for
and
them.
I have to tell about our arduous time in the military now.
Yes, those are the rules.
But it was if only one did, but either way, we can tell about it.
You start, Torrent.
I served in the militia under Sequin. It was not particularly exciting, but I still consider it military.
I served in the Shah Halesti army for a short period of time. And I suppose, do you consider the resistance as an army? I fought in the resistance 30
Well, if
years
that's the
ago.
case-
Was it 40? Was it
If
40?
that's
What? No, like the war to kick
Oh,
Rhodesia
yeah.
out. The war, not yeah. I pull up my backstory here. Crap! I didn't think I'd have to do this tonight.
You don't know it by heart?
It's a few pages, as
It's
you
like
very well
15
know.
pages.
I did it really easy. I was born when that last invasion happened.
What was going on? A few years older, just a few years older.
I'm gonna be an elf and be 115. Oh shit! I have 115 years of history.
115?
No, make that-
that's just Jack.
200. Make that
120,
200, and then I have to fill in 200 years. Justin will
Anyway.
tell you, I have pages detailing all 200 years.
I'm 125. Thank you very much. Who's going?
4 and 5. Well. Should we just go around the circle then at this point? I believe Rayland said he was sitting next to Bryn.
Right.
A look of shock and terror.
Oh, he's gonna pull the whole camera froze trick, huh?
Yeah, no,
Bandwidth
I was just
issues.
frozen.
Going through a tunnel.
We can come back to you if you'd like. I have one.
I feel like those of us. Oh.
Yeah, I think that'd be honest. Oh, please, Torrent, please go ahead.
Yeah. Well, as Torrin is about to say something, then Kristen pipes up. Actually, never have I ever been further from Gate Pass.
You know what?
Torrin's finger, once again, goes down.
Further from gate pad.
Then we are right now.
Then right now.
I hate to
So-
say it, but this is most likely the farthest I've been as well.
There's no way that's
No.
true.
Yeah, I was about to say an elf of
Bryn.
your repute.
I gotta look at a map.
I've traveled a
You've
bit.
probably been further.
Calanus is way further.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't know you
That's
meant
what I.
distance
That's what I thought.
wise.
That's why I was making a face.
I didn't know she meant distance wise. All right.
Actually, the surprising one
assuming-
here is that Bryn still has
she
all
didn't say
5
anything.
fingers up.
She said
Everyone
nothing.
else
Oh,
should have put a finger
recanting.
down.
I'm recanting everything.
including Winry, right?
Yes, Winry would have put a finger down.
So then, who tells the story?
Just say
Oh,
where
I
you're
mean-
from.
If you want to. I mean, for Torrent it's easy. I've from Sequin. Clearly it's further away, that's where we're headed.
I'm from Sequin as well.
Polanis.
Not
I am also from Calanus, but in the spirit of getting to know each other a little better, my family actually ran a performing troupe that would venture in between Calanus and Gate Pass every year. We would stop in the small villages in between and give free shows to the working people and the smaller burgs, and eventually would make our way to Gate Pass, and we would perform in the big festival name I can't remember right now.
Festival of Dreams.
Festival of Dreams.
That's it. We would perform in it every year. It was one of my favorite times of year.
That's right.
Winry, for you, just so you know, this was Kristen's, and it was never have I ever been further from Gate Pass than now.
Mm.
And so everyone was telling where they came from.
Good job, guys.
Where are you from, Winry?
I am from near the mountains by the.
You need some help?
Just pulling up the
Nope.
backstory right now.
She was doing a yes and with you right there, Justin.
Right? She is
Hi,
from.
Donna.
She's from
the Monastery of the Two Winds, which is near the between Sindare and Ostelin.
There you go. More specifically, from nearby a town called Erish. That should be just as much a shock to you as it is to them, Cassie.
Yep. Did you make that up?
How'd you spell that?
Sort of. Eresh.
Cool.
Oh. Torrent only has 3 up still. Kristen has 5. Bryn and Kristen so far have said theirs. Who would like to next?
What was yours?
Never have I ever been in the military.
Oh, right. And
You
to
have 4
clarify,
up,
it's
by the
something
way,
that we
Winry.
it's something that we have done or something
You
that
haven't done that you think.
think someone else has done.
Yes.
I see.
Well, I'm shocked that no one else has played Never Have I Ever, or even heard of it.
I've heard of it before.
Well, Rayland, Winry, Myetharia, Jack. Does anyone have one?
Winry, you have to have one. You thought of the game.
Yep. Okay, so I have 4, right?
You have 4, yes.
Okay. Never have I ever been in love.
Ooh.
Oh, that was gonna be mine.
Oh, sorry. No one?
So wait, except
Justin.
I still don't. So
One
if I
down.
have been in love, I put a finger down.
Yeah.
That depends. One moment.
Not
That
like-
depends on your. That depends on your definition of love.
Yeah, I guess a
Like
romantic,
romantic love.
You make your own definitions here. It's a game. It's not like you're on trial.
My finger went down.
Put it down.
Torrance kind of wavers a little bit, and then she keeps it out.
Oh,
Oh, poor.
I gotta find my backstory so I can
Well,
say what her name was.
as I've mentioned before, I have a son, and generally, marital relationships lead to children.
Generally, that doesn't mean that marital relations start with or end with love.
Started there.
You don't have to be in love to have a child.
At one point, there was love.
Right.
Sorry.
Justin's learning something about his relationship.
You didn't see me.
Like, what's going on over there?
Just a vessel. You've been used.
Does anyone wish to share?
I do, but I gotta find their name. She had a name, I swear.
So, Myetharia, you didn't put down a finger then?
I did.
You did. So you have 3 fingers down then, honey.
Yeah.
No.
No, I have
only
2
lost
down.
2.
I have
I've only
2 down.
lost 2.
You were in the military. You've been farther than
I
this.
wasn't in the military.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
Hush.
sorry.
I
Turn up
haven't,
Becca's
this
voice.
is not the farthest away from Gate Pass I've been. I retconned that. I made a
Right.
mistake.
So you have
You've
been
been
further
farther.
away.
So
that
you
is
have
a
3
finger
fingers down.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I had my finger down for that too.
Rayland, I'm most interested.
Shaking.
Rayland didn't put a finger down, right?
Oh no,
No, he didn't.
Oh no, you didn't. Okay, sorry.
Wow, you do index down first? What kind of
Yeah.
mad
I
man
did.
are you?
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys are weird.
I did
Quit
mine down
that.
first.
Yeah, Rob did it that way, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that too. Now I'm.
Now we're all doing it different, you weirdos.
Yeah. I was doing pinky down. 'Cause I thought it was fun.
How do you do
different.
that?
I just can't do that.
How do you do just your pinky? Those 2 fingers are connected.
Oh, that's
can't.
that's
You can, except
Babe,
for weirdos.
I think
Only
your
weirdos
fingers
can
are
do
messed
that.
up.
No, I can do it on one hand. I
What?
can't do it on this hand.
that's
You're-
sick, Justin.
So it's
That's
it's a
awesome.
medical
Oh,
thing.
neither
Your
one,
your
neither
4th and
one.
5th digit can be more related,
Oh.
and so like some people can and some people can't. Just
I
because the-
remember
Yeah.
something came up
tendons
when
or
I was younger about the from Josh's floor or something like that. My brother's floor in college, about 11. I don't remember why, but it was always these. So I always had it was something that I did. I don't know why.
You still not found the name yet, Rob?
Yeah, I totally found a name.
Definitely didn't make it up the
Is it
last
in a
second.
fantasy name generator?
No, I swear there was a name, but it is buried somewhere in my notes that I'll have to dig it up. So her name was Elwyn.
Ellen?
Elwyn.
Elwyn. Ellen?
That's a really fantasy name.
Her name was Becky.
Bryn, do you care to share any more about?
She was the daughter of or she is the daughter of the Fenwick family in Calanus. And their family doesn't look well up on my family. And so it was kind of scandalous.
Do I know who the Fenwick family is, Justin?
I am sure you would have heard the name, as they are a noble family, so it would be something that you would be aware of.
Interesting.
I should have been spending all that time not looking up a name, but instead trying to come up with mine.
Well, we still have to hear from the others. There's still 2 other fingers that went down.
Yes, Bryn, do tell us more about your husband.
Just at one point we were in love, and then choices were made, and we're not in that state anymore.
What happens?
Sorry for prying. I shouldn't have. I apologize.
It's okay.
Maybe,
Oh,
I don't know.
suppose
This
it's
is
my
not
turn.
particularly a light topic, but yes, Myetharia, anything to say?
yes, I fell in love when I was very young, probably about 50. Shut up, Ryan. Don't you
Why do
dare
you have
laugh
to,
at
Ryan?
that. Ah, yes, those teenage years when I was 50. I mean, you're not an adult as an elf until 100, so I mean, my parents disapproved of it, but I ignored their wishes and ran away with him. Didn't end up very well, and he wasn't an elf, so he's long since dead. Yes, no, he was a terrible person. That's all. His name was Alram, if that means anything to you. Doesn't, but could you want more? Alram. A-L-R-A-M? A-L-R-A-M. Alram Morrison.
Al the Ram.
M, not N.
Well, these are sad stories. I'm sorry
said
that
that
your
he's-
relationships didn't go well.
You said that he died? Is that what you said?
Yes. Yes, he died. Completely natural causes.
Inside check. No, I'm just kidding.
You do
Do
it.
I believe her?
Do it.
I wanna.
Go for it.
Well, I said it, so
Natural 20, 25.
Frick. Oh my gosh. Well, you tell him, Justin.
Then
Is it
I
natural
can send her a
causes?
whisper. I can send her a whisper.
I guess since everyone else sharing, my husband. Shut up!
you're doing exactly the same thing I'm doing.
No.
His name was.
No, I was trying to
My
decide
husband's
how I was
name was-
acting because we're role playing here.
All right, I'm sorry.
So shut up. Yes, Rayland. My ex-husband's name is Brent, and my son's name is Keth.
We knew Kath,
Yeah.
Brent and Cat.
Brent, and Bryn.
I would say aw, but I'm not going to say aw in character because that would be very unthoughtful.
Also, I think if Myetharia said, "Aw," we all be like, "Who the fuck are you?" Kent, was it?
Keth.
Keth, sorry.
Brent was my husband.
Johnny, was it? Didn't quite catch that.
Let me know if that's unfair, Becca.
No, I think that's quite true.
Well, since no one was asking, her name was spelled Elwyn.
Well, we thought you were still looking it up.
No, I quit. I'm gonna have to just retcon it.
Just
So
make
it's-
it Elwyn.
Her name is Elwyn now.
It's like a combination of Elric and Winry. It's like the Full Metal Alchemist couple. Sorry, completely random.
Nerd. Who's next?
2 left. No, 3. but I need to think of one for Torrent.
Never have I ever had a pet.
Oh. Kristen puts one down.
No, wait, I missed it. My connection went down. What? Have you ever what?
Had a pet.
Had a what?
You know,
A pet.
An animal
Pet.
that you cared
Oh, okay.
for.
like a dog.
Hmm.
Ooh, dog.
I never had time for pets.
Same.
I grew up on the farms outside of Gate Pass. Pets were pretty much my life.
But are they considered pets if you plan on eating them at some point?
Not all of them you ate. Some of them you liked too much to keep.
Did that happen
Yeah.
often?
Plus, there's always barn cats. We had a barn cat back when I was younger.
You get
Tabaxi are
attached.
too close to animals where it's weird to have pets. It's almost like slavery. So
Yep, that good old slavery.
Yep, slavery.
It's
Mine
a big
is the L.
problem.
Making me feel bad about my cat now.
I mean, as long as you were nice to it.
There's a little difference between a barn cat and you, Winry.
Um. Never have I ever been in a bar fight. Do they all go down, Rayland? Many times.
Oh,
That's how I lost this tooth over here. Bryn, are you considering? Is there a chance that Bryn has been in a bar fight?
I was trying to make a decision. I don't think so.
Okay.
But you could still see the hesitation.
She's like, did that
If
count
we
as a
put an
fight?
N on
Was
the
I-
end of, if we put put an N on the end of bar, would it work then? Barn fight? Barn fight?
Did anyone's finger go down?
Rayland.
Winry, you've never punched anyone at a bar? No one ever pulled your tail or something, or tried to?
No. Is that a normal thing that people do?
It's a big swishy tail.
No, fighting, not pulling my tail.
Oh, my bad. I don't. I guess not.
1, 2, 3. Let me read. Myetharia and Torrent, I think that leaves you guys. Although, should we hear people's bar fight stories, Rayland?
I was gonna ask. I wasn't
I'm
clear.
sure you've
Did
got some
anyone's
good ones.
Did anyone's finger go down?
Myetharia's
I
did
did.
as well. And Rayland.
Oh, you must share.
There's been a few. I've never really started any though. There was this one time I was playing darts, and turned out that the guy I was playing had weighted darts. I naturally found out that he was cheating, and the guy I was playing with, third, decided to start wailing on him, and then the guy's crew joined in, and I had to stick up for the third. Ended up just being the two of us, kind of fighting against maybe these. They were all humans, thank goodness. I don't know what we would have done if it was work or something. In the end, I believe we lost. Got put out on my ass.
But you fought on the side of someone you owed loyalty to. It sounds like.
I just met him that night.
Okay.
I just wanted to.
Maybe not then.
I can't even really remember his name, but
Still loyal to.
seemed like the right thing to do at the time.
It's noble to me.
I agree, especially since they were all humans. Myetharia, who did you fight?
Oh, plenty of people. Just been pondering which story to tell. And there are so many.
One of them wasn't a halfling, was it?
No.
You suddenly have a
No.
memory of Myetharia, just be like, Gah! Gah! Gah!
I wouldn't stoop so low as to do that.
Oh.
Right.
Well, the one that really
Start a fight
sticks
right
in
now.
my mind. Bring it. The one that really sticks in my mind is well, can get a little too handsy sometimes. You have to put them in their place, or at least that's my mindset. It was this one prick who didn't know what the word no meant, so I had to teach him. And not only did I break his hand, but maybe a few pieces of his face. He didn't think that pretty things could fight. I didn't know that his father was on the city council. I lost count of how many years they forgot about me in prison. I forgot about that.
You were in prison
Oh,
for years?
goodness. All because I smashed the face of a pretty boy who didn't understand the word no. Yes.
We've got a lot of good spots on Myetharia's backstory tonight.
Holy shit!
This was the plan.
Not at all.
You
No,
have one finger and we all have more.
you remember that, oh gosh, what was his name? What's his name?
Yeah, I can look it up for you too, probably.
Hang on. His name is right here. But my eyes. Oh, Rantel. Well, you all met Rantel.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't around. He wasn't in charge of Thieves Guild at the time that I was put in prison because it was so long ago. But that's where he found me. Ever since then, he treats me like a damsel in distress, all because I couldn't get out. But he happened upon me. But anyways, it's probably about 10 years or so. They forgot about me. Forgot.
Feel like I haven't shared enough tonight.
Well,
Gotta catch up to Myetharia.
Told us about Elwyn.
You wanted to know. I'm just following the rules of the game.
well, here's another chance, I guess.
You have so many more years of experience to share.
I was gonna say, you'd think that an elf that lived 150 years might have less nevers.
You speaking of
100
me?
I'm 125.
How old are you? I thought you were 100.
I'm nearly 200, dear.
50. Well,
In my prime, still.
you don't look a year past 143.
Well, if you, I hope you know elves well because
That's a wild year.
well, for human years, I've been told in human years I look mid to late 20s. But I've been told, at least.
Well, Myetharia, do you have one to share?
Well, it's your turn.
Have I possibly not done that all of you have?
Or just one of us.
We're all a wild shot in the dark, I suppose. Never have I ever gotten a tattoo. I don't know. It's the only thing.
Oh.
Wait a moment. Wait a moment.
Oh.
Wait a moment.
Preston has a tattoo.
Torrent and
No,
Rayland
Torrent.
both put fingers down?
No.
No? Okay.
Kristen still 4, Torrent 2.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna take a quick look. Like, just a quick glance, and then put my
Did I
Put your
see
fingers
it?
back up.
Did I
finger
see
back.
it?
Come back.
Oh,
no,
man.
where you're gonna follow where my eyes are, and you're gonna see there's no tattoo.
So it's like he puts a finger down and instinctively and then looks at I don't know where it would be off the top of my head, but the back
let's
of your
say
arm
right
or
here.
something like that. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, and then puts the finger back up again.
Gotten a tattoo.
Now I want to know if
My wording.
it's greater restoration to get rid of
Get
tattoos. Like, what is happening right now?
Did anybody else?
Torrent put a finger down.
Torrent did.
Torrent did. Okay, that's what I thought.
Where's your
Torrent's
Where's your
gonna have to
tattoo,
share that
Torrent?
story with us.
Torrent will. You guys are getting ready for sleeping at this point, so I think it's not that big of a problem. She'll kind of uncover a little bit of her shoulder, and back on the back of her shoulder blade, on the left side, is a brief tattoo of the waves and a boat cresting the top of the waves, with a storm in the background.
That is beautiful, Torrent. Is that in reference to your deity?
It is. Yes, it references my, I guess relationship is a word. Where I've come from and where it's taken me, I guess.
Winry, do you have a tattoo?
No, you
I'm
can't really
changing my
tattoo fur.
I'm gonna change
I was
my
wondering.
answer.
Oh,
Shaved it,
Bryn,
I
you have a
bet you
tattoo?
could. I was
Bryn, where's
wondering.
your tattoo?
That I think of.
I lost it.
Damn.
Is it hidden?
Tramps.
No, I just made a character choice.
We already had one person who lost a tattoo, so.
No, I'll say that I have one, and then you probably haven't noticed it just because it's so small, but just I'll hold up my wrist, and this later, just a little symbol. It represents my dad's clan. Hold up, shit. Yeah. My dad's orc clan. Obviously in Gates Pass, half orcs are not looked down upon or anything like that, which I've heard in other places. So we've never had to experience it, but me and my brother and my sister each got a tattoo just as a reminder of our father and the work that he's done to care for us and care for our family.
You said he fought for the resistance, was that right?
Yes.
Well, I think that's beautiful, Bryn.
I don't know what the symbol is. I gotta look it up later.
Show it to me again. Oh, it's beautiful. That is very sweet.
Well, who's next?
I think that's everybody.
Kristen, do you have one?
Torrent still has one, yes. Kristen already gave hers.
Oh yeah, Kristen went. Torrent hasn't yet.
Well, this might be a long shot, but it has the possibilities to be juicy, I guess. Never have I ever double-crossed a companion.
Winry put one down? Winry, what's the story?
Well, do you know how we met, Jack?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember, like, how we met in the tavern? And I took something of yours?
What?
You took something of mine?
Your diviner thing?
Yes.
I took it from you? That wasn't very nice, but that's something I kind of do a lot. Just to, I don't keep anything, really.
Yeah, it's true. It's right here.
Uh-huh, see? I just like to look.
Well, I think that it's inquisitive, and inquisitive people tend to be very intelligent.
Oh, thank you. But some people don't really see it that way.
I
Out of
won't lie, I
curiosity.
can understand that.
Out of curiosity, have you ever taken anything of mine without my noticing?
No.
Not yet.
Insight check. No.
Trust her.
And Rayland, you put a finger down. Is there a story you wish to share there?
I mean, there's not much to tell, but I'm a footman or a mage at the Lyceum. It's constant alliances change. Friends one day might be enemies the next. I probably been double-crossed and you measure countless times. It's a competitive atmosphere.
I don't know if that sounds exciting or sad.
I was very good at staying one step ahead. So, there was that at least.
How did you
Can't
get?
say I had very many friends, though. Not at the Lyceum anymore.
How did you get into that line of work, Rayland?
You really train all your life. I was recruited as a young boy out of the town that I will remember later, if I pull up my...
Quality, guys.
Apparently, this was a really important game for us to play, so we could all find our backstories again.
Yeah.
Just get back to your roots, you know?
I was recruited as a young boy out of Alremlin in Ostalin. I must have been around 12 when my parents sent me to the school for the secondary school of Sequin. I got a pretty good education there, and most people end up being groomed for positions in the household of both the elites and nobles, people like that, and I expected to end up in the capital of Oselin. Dassin.
Kistan.
Is it Dassin? Yeah,
Kistan.
Kistan. But is Dassin the name of the country?
Dassin is the name of the country that Sequin
Yeah.
is in. Yes, and the capital
Okay.
there would be Bresk. That's probably the most.
So
Probably where you would have been thinking of.
yeah, Bresk.
more.
Bresk is what I meant. Instead I was recruited by Mr. Ming, and I've been working for him ever since.
Do you like
He-
what you do?
The consideration here is real and not
It's
just
pensive.
Ryan playing it up.
Okay. I was wondering, his facial expressions are much too singular to have been Rayland's.
Let me just say that I'm good at it, and I do think it's the right thing to do.
A lot of us are good at things we don't like.
Mr. Ming, though, I've always wondered what he was more like behind the curtain. He's always been a strange one.
Yeah.
I don't know the name, right? Okay. I didn't think so.
All right,
None.
what do you know of him?
Well, he's faculty at Lyceum. He's the resident, well, necromancer in some ways, but also transmuter, I guess. Kind of dabbles a little bit in both fields. So he's a teacher, but he's a little eccentric, a little, well, maybe not quite the right word, a little just different.
Like any good age worth their salt. Absolute weirdo.
Unique, for sure. I was just wondering if the appearance was a facade or not, I guess.
He's as opaque to me as he is to anybody else.
Good to know.
Well, who's next?
I think that was everyone.
What's everyone? Does that mean we all win?
What happens at the end, Winry? For who has
Happens.
least?
Well, actually,
Or who
Winry and I
has
tied,
most?
didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kristen had the most.
Oh, Kristen had the most, right?
Sorry, I've kind of lived a little bit of a boring life, guys.
Well, not anymore.
To your
Now
credit.
you're-
That's true, Kristen. You're off the farm now.
Now you're
Life is a big adventure. I have a suggestion. How about the winner gets to ask one person in this group a question, and if they feel comfortable enough to answer it, they have to answer it truthfully.
so the winner has the most fingers.
Kristen is the winner. She has 4 fingers.
Gosh. It's a lot of pressure.
We don't have to. It was just a suggestion.
I have a little bit of work before we have to go to bed here. I'm gonna stand up.
Ellen, what's your hurry?
Running low on bolts. I need to see if there are any in here somewhere.
Rayland?
Yeah. Yeah, downstairs.
Oh,
What did the tattoo look like?
You're really good at staying still, Ryan.
Legit, for like 2 seconds, it looked like it was
it was
frozen.
Ryan.exe has stopped working because
Yeah.
the processor's backed up.
Okay, It was a falcon, not like a realistic interpretation of a falcon. It was an artistic expression that was brilliant hues of brown and red and geometric shapes. At least, that was one of them. That was the one I was thinking of. Had a couple. There was... I used to play this ball game that the halflings used to play as a kid. Had a net to it and a ball. So, I had a couple of tattoos related to that. Anyway, lots of other ones, but that was the one I was always the most proud of.
If you don't mind my asking, since it was my question originally, why do you not have them any longer?
Also, how don't you have them any longer?
If you don't mind. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
I think that's maybe a story for another time.
Good. Thank you.
Force
Thank you, Rayland.
Cassie to keep coming up with games.
And I'm
Every,
gonna
like,
stand
third
up.
episode.
Yeah. And as I say that, I'm standing up and I'm going to get some bolts. I'm leaving them.
Thank you,
Well,
Rayland.
Thanks for playing, Rayland.
This will be our equivalent of a shopping episode. Is Winry's come up with a new game for us to play.
There you go.
I actually think it's really, I mean, probably
It's a
more
great
unique.
idea.
Like, it's really good. So, yeah.
Every now and then, yeah, it is nice.
I wasn't sure that it was going to lead to anything, so I'm glad. No, I'm glad that it did. Put them down. They are my dice.
Well, unless
Oh,
anyone
no.
says otherwise, the rest of the evening passes by relatively uneventfully for everyone. You
Do I find my bolts?
Any that you shot within the tower, yes, you can recover.
Oh, I don't get there's no, like, inventory of weapons and stuff I can sort through?
I think there were arrows.
There were arrows, yes.
downstairs.
They were not crossbow
Yeah.
bolt,
It
unfortunately.
was my bad memory.
Okay.
Sorry for getting your hopes up.
Oh, did you imply
I-
that?
I said there's some downstairs. Yeah.
I will make sure, but I'm pretty sure that they were longbows and 200 arrows, yes. So no bolts that you can find, unless you were willing to trade out, which I don't know that you actually can. But the rest of the night passes by pretty uneventfully as you have you probably don't want a small fire, but you make what you need to in order to cook and purify some water, this sort of thing. And spend the rest of the night in the tower, securely, taking guards periodically, or watches periodically, to watch out the arrow slits, watching the bridge on the way across, make sure nothing comes up and towards you. The only things that you really hear throughout the night are the crackling of the flames as they continue on all the time, as well as the flapping of wings, almost like bats as they fly through the sky. Beyond that, the forest is quite quiet outside of the crackling forest, or crackling woods. And after some time, it comes to be the pre-dawn hours of the next day, as the sun is still hiding, but starting to light up the horizon. As you all awake after a full rest, a long rest, and prepared for the next day. You still have about 2 hours left on your potions before you have to refresh them if you would like to, because you took them a couple hours after waking up in the morning the previous day.
Let's get a move on. Is there a boat or something?
There's not a boat that you can see, no. You do a little bit of a search around the bridge itself, but there doesn't appear to be any sort of a dock or anything like this with the area. It really just was attached to the village nearby, it seems like, and there's just not much. It'd be hard to float a boat on this river anymore either. It's lost a substantial amount of its water. As I said, it was 50 feet across previously, judging by the banks and the smooth sections. And it's more like 25 to 30 feet across now.
How deep?
Probably if you waded in there a little bit, you'd probably get out to the middle of it. It probably is about 3 feet deep, give or take, at the deepest. It's not a particularly deep river at this point in time.
Okay. I think we wade down
it's
the
halfling
center
deep.
of it.
You could definitely try to wade your way down the middle. It'll be kind of difficult terrain the whole way across, or you can just kind of stay to the banks. Because of how the river has shrunken in and there's that like 20 to 30 feet of previous river, there's no trees or anything like this that's on the nearby shores or anything like this to the river. So you've got a reasonable distance between where the water actually is and the fire starts on the banks. So it'd be fairly easy for you guys to walk along the edges of the river without having to be concerned about the heat or damage from it.
Do that.
Let's set off. We're setting off north, right?
That was the
This way?
question. You've got 2 choices. Northeast, which would be going upstream, and southwest, which would be going down.
Barislava.
Urishrava would be going
my
up,
vote.
which would be northeast.
Let's set off that way then.
Everyone agree?
Yep.
Okay. You guys head northeast then. What's the plan with Kristen and Torrent?
Oh, good question.
Before we leave, we'll take them to the shrine. I think that's the best place to put them.
I think so too.
Okay. As you head back to the village then, it's not far, it's only a couple of minutes walk to head back into the village, safely escort them back to the shrine, and inside the back entrance down below into the slightly cooler section there where some of the previous discoveries were made. As you are getting set to leave at that point then, Torrent will look towards you and say, I can handle her. We'll be all right, at least for now. But please, don't forget about us. Come back when we're needed.
Won't forget.
And we'll come back very soon.
You then continue back to the river and begin your journey to the northeast along the river banks. As you head in that direction,
I assume she's going to give us the rest of the fire potions. Oh, you have them? Oh, never mind.
I think she gave them to you guys, yes. As you start to make your way to the northeast, kind of heading up the river and along
Vigilant
it.
blessing to Jack.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
It is definitely cooler by the river. Again, it's unclear whether or not you'd be okay without the potions or if you would be suffering any sort of ill effects from it. But as you make your way along, I'd like everyone to make either a perception or a survival check.
Perception or survival? Oh, perception's far better. Did you say? Oh, okay.
15 perception.
13 for me.
Okay.
22 perception.
Oh, wow.
Over
6.
19.
6 survival.
6 perception.
So what does
Myetharia-
Myetharia see?
Myetharia, you see it first, but Bryn and Jack, you guys see it just about the same time as Myetharia is speaking up. On the horizon, as you're going along the river, there seems to be coming this fast-moving cloud. At first, you think it is just a smoke cloud, but then you start to notice some flaming specks and things like this throughout it as it comes towards you. You think you've got a little bit of time, about a round, in order to figure out what you want to do as this cloud of cinders seemingly is shooting up the river, or down the river, I guess, towards you.
Do you want to prepare?
Do we want to swim?
Transformation?
I think we get underwater.
Yeah, get in the water.
I agree.
Everyone up for that?
Yep.
Is Winry gonna?
I love the water.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
We
that.
did learn
Yeah,
That was one of my.
you like do a little swan dive in.
I can't change that.
As you guys,
I'm gonna get my wand out.
the dispel
Alright.
magic one.
Yeah,
Okay. Did you roll for
as
that,
it
by the way?
gets-
I did.
When it gets as it gets closer, I mean, I'm gonna start taking in a deep breath and
Yeah, you guys kind of all get in a line because there's not that much water. And so in order to kind of submerge yourselves, you have to kind of be one or two in a row kind of thing as you go along it. And as this storm almost comes towards you, it's like a smoke cloud, except for it's carrying like debris inside it, like burning debris as it goes by. And so as it comes by, you each take a deep breath, submerge yourself under the water, and over the next 10 seconds or so, as it goes past and over top of you, you can watch and look upwards if you are able to underneath the water, and you see these cinders and this debris, this burning debris flying through the air as it would have scored you and potentially, well, hit you, let you on fire, things like this. Fortunately, being underneath the surface of the water, you are all immune to the effects. And after a few moments, even Myetharia is able to pop back out from the water and look on as watching that cinder cloud continuing on into the distance down towards the bridge where you came from.
So nothing happens.
Nothing significant happens. This is about the first half mile to mile out down the river so far
Okay.
as you continue on.
Okay.
pretty.
Did I
that's pretty sick. That's
feel?
pretty cool scene though.
That was a cool
Like,
scene.
I liked imagining us all underwater as like the.
And that was a really
Did I
good call.
feel? Did I feel any different? Submerged by the water. Submerged under the water.
You felt weird, I guess, in a way. The only thing that anyone, including yourself, might have noticed is that as you went under, you almost hissed slightly.
I'm just that hot, guys. It really is just that's, you know.
The other thing that I thought you were going to say was, do you feel anything different? And the answer there is, ever since you woke up this morning, you've just kind of generally hurt. Like aches and pains, and you just can't get it out of the back of your mind. And so for you, you have one level of exhaustion as we continue on.
Boy,
I
that's
thought I had prior, but okay.
It was maybe
I wouldn't
partly
say-
a reminder, but either way.
I have everything written up above my laptop, so
But you just kind of ache a little bit. And if anyone's paying that close attention as she's getting down into the water and laying down,
I'd play it off pretty.
she tries to play it off a little bit, but you can just see like the little bit of gritting teeth slightly as she's getting back up and things like this, where just for momentary glances, you can see that she is sore. Maybe she just slept funny. Maybe it's nothing, but something's a little bit different.
keep an eye on her.
As you continue on, then
Do I have
another-
any guess what that cloud was? What?
There it goes.
What was that?
That was the cinder cloud going by. Yeah.
That wasn't here, was it?
No, that
Sounded
was
like
Becca.
a Harley.
That was Becca.
Oh, okay.
You can make an Arcana check if you'd like, Jack, or a Nature check, whichever is better.
Oh, way better. 22.
They did not feel magical in nature in terms of, well, that might be a little bit too far to step there. They didn't feel anything out of the ordinary. They're kind of general results of wildfires in a way, with wind picking up debris and leaves and nettles, all this sort of stuff, and just while it's on fire, just blowing it through the air. It's one of the primary ways that wildfires spread. It didn't feel like you were under attack by any maleficent being or anything like this.
Got it.
You
Okay.
get back up, kind of brush yourselves off and dry off a little bit as you continue on down the river. And after another half mile to mile, as you continue on, you see the beginnings of another one coming down. A second.
You know the drill, folks.
In the water.
After the second, it goes by just similar to the first. You continue on a little bit further, And once more, a third wave continues to come along. At this point, it's starting to feel almost strange that there's so many of these after having not run into them before, but at the same time, they're not really threatening to you, so it's hard to say too much one way or the other.
Often?
About every mile, give or take, so it's about 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Would it be something, because I'm assuming Jack said like he was looking for magic or whatnot, but like you said as a result of a wildfire, would I know, would it be something because there's just a bigger space than the road in between the fire, since you have the river plus the extra space that more wind can get through?
Like a wind tunnel.
It certainly would help in that, yes. But you had seen smoke clouds a little bit, things like this that had phased through places where you were walking and along the elf road and things like this. But these ones are a little bit different in terms of there being more debris, and they're looking like they're flaming as they're going by.
Are they at regular regular intervals?
Not exactly, no. They're just roughly every 15 to 20 minutes, give or take. It hasn't been particularly rhythmic, or at least not super specific. But as the third one starts to come by, I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
Well,
I rolled a nat to 20, so 23.
21.
nice.
Very nice. You can go to the bathroom if you need to, Steph.
Oh,
21.
I'm changing the laundry so
Oh,
it
okay.
doesn't beep.
Wow, very nice. So Myetharia, Bryn, Winry, the three of you, just as Jack and Rayland are kind of rolling their eyes like, oh my gosh, again, and they're starting to like lay down into the water, getting prepared, the three of you glance around, and along the shoreline, you see this strange red-scaled creature that's lurking behind a burning tree. The cinder cloud is still approaching.
Pointing it out immediately to the others.
You've got about 6 seconds before the cinder cloud hits you.
Oh, back underwater. Does it look? I don't know. You pointed
Go
out.
under
but I
and deal
didn't
with it.
roll
Let's
very
go
well.
under and
Does it
deal with
look
it.
like an individual
How far away is
creature?
it?
Nearby.
Does it
Can
look
I try
like
to
a
grab it and
creature?
pull it underwater?
It's probably about 20 to 30 feet away. It's just on the bank as you guys are in the center of the river.
Is
You wouldn't
the
have
wind
enough
just-
time to make it there, grab them, drag them back, and then into the water.
Okay.
So it's like
I
a
won't
creature.
then.
It's not like indomitability that's like part of the fire.
It's like a red-scaled creature. Almost lizard-like in a way, is your first impression.
Let's go under and deal with it later. Quick.
If we have a second, I will. It sounds like I have just enough time. I'm going to use my wand. I'm going to cast Mage Hand and try to grab it and like yank on it. Try to pull it in the water, like Winry said.
Mage Hand, I think, has a 5-pound limit.
10-pound carrying, but that doesn't have anything to say about pushing.
It has about a 10-pound limit in terms of what it can lift.
Well, still 10-pound push.
So you can. It is. Sorry, maybe I didn't give it a good enough description. It's about man-sized.
Oh,
Give or
never
take.
mind. I won't do that. That won't do anything. Under the water.
Can I hit it with a ray of frost?
Maybe bigger even. You could try to, but you'd probably be giving up the ability to get underneath the water.
Okay, never mind.
Can I see with my perception if it's like doing with my eyes?
My perceptive
You
eyes.
rolled a perception check.
Does it look like it's casting a spell or doing anything that might be related to the wind coming?
Not that you can tell. It does not appear to be, at least in your initial glance. You can only kind of see it too, because it's hiding behind a tree. So quickly,
Right.
everyone's decision.
Underwater.
Under the water.
Under the water.
Under the sea.
Okay. As the cinder cloud passes, as I'd said, it takes about 10 seconds or so to go by, as you guys are all holding your breath under the water. Those of you who are watching and still able to see, watch as this creature moves towards you through the cinder storm and then reaches through and grabs Winry. Winry, I need you to make an athletics check, please.
Myetharia immediately gets up as soon as she can, And
The storm is
draws
still
her
going,
swords.
but you can try to.
I would get up, disregarding it, and get up and go after her.
Oh.
I think Cassie's been
Sorry,
taken
my
too.
dad is drilling.
Thanks.
My dad is drilling in our bathroom, which is on the other side of the wall.
It's late to be drilling.
You watch as
Justin.
Maybe a
this
little.
creature, this scaled, fiery-looking, red-scaled creature, grabs Winry by the tail, basically, or like a tail in one arm, and just starts hauling her off through the water and off towards the side. As it starts to make its way, it's made it about 5 feet after grabbing her. The rest of you can react at this point. The Cinderstorm
immediately
is
going after
still
it.
above you until the end of the next round. Or, well, through this round, I should say. But anyone who
I'm
would like
going
to
after
sit
her.
up immediately can do so.
He's
Does
5
it
feet
hurt,
away.
like the air?
You are still being dragged through the water.
I'm in the water still. Okay.
I would like to stand up and try to jump on top of Winry.
Well, we'll get to that on your turn.
Oh,
Turns.
Irma Lurd, what is that?
I don't want to roll 20 up.
Good heavens.
He's big. He's more than man-sized.
He's a little bit bigger, yeah. When I said it, I looked at it and I was like, actually, he's large, but he's still only slightly bigger than you.
He's not thick boy. It's not human size.
Looks
He's
like
about
a
8
fiery,
feet tall.
humans.
a fiery Sahuagin.
But he has Winry in its grip right now, and the storm is still going past. But everyone, go ahead and roll initiative. And I will move it to battle in a second. Give me a second.
Oh, wait.
Damn it. 8, baby.
I rolled a 4 and Bryn rolled an 8.
9. Oh my gosh, do I have the highest? No,
So far,
please
Rayland?
tell me that. Please tell me that Rayland at least scored higher.
Actually, I can see yours. Here's a 12, Rayland.
Oh,
12.
okay, good.
There's drilling. Here.
Oh shoot, sorry.
It's only 10:30 at night. You know, perfect time to do some
Yeah,
remodeling
what
in
is
your
he
bathroom.
doing?
He works a 9 to 5. Okay, give him some space.
Winry, what was
We're
yours?
just jealous that we,
I wish I was remodeling my bathroom right now.
well, no, we wish we could do that kind of thing. Children
Yeah.
make so much noise.
Oh yeah.
That's one of those things you give up when you have kids. Nighttime drilling.
Yeah, just drill it away.
This is how he disturbs his children right now.
Actually, I just realized what you said there, Rob.
It was
You meant
it
that
was
way,
it
too,
was
didn't
slightly intentional, yeah.
you? Busting.
The salamander, I'll give you that.
Oh,
Goes first. It takes its turn and it starts dragging Winry off into the forest area, off to the side.
Holy
Winry,
cow.
you automatically fail a dex saving throw as you are being grappled and dragged forcefully into this flames, and as such, you take 4 fire damage and immediately catch on fire. That is all that it does on its turn, though. Actually, what languages do you speak, Winry?
You had an initiative on your advantage.
I did.
You had your initiative on your advantage.
It was better.
Common, Infernal, Orin.
It doesn't change my position.
Okay, infernal. That is. You can hear it kind of muttering some language underneath its breath as it's dragging you away. You don't know what it's saying, though. Rayland,
You didn't ask me what languages I speak.
you're the next one to react. The storm is still above you for this round.
I'm gonna have gonna have to pop up. By the way, my
I'm gonna throw
map,
you over here more. Yeah?
my map
Oh.
is all black.
Mine too.
There's something with you guys and dynamic lighting going on, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what,
Okay.
but I'll turn it off for now.
All right. So I'm gonna stand up and take off after her. And go here. I wonder. Just trying to think if there's a creative way I could use my fast hands to get him to unhand her. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go there. Yeah, I got an idea. I'm assuming that I have my, I have a crowbar on me. This might not.
It's probably
work
in your
very well.
pouch, but yeah.
Does he have a? I mean, he's got her by the tail.
He's got her by the tail and one of her arms.
Okay, so then I'm going to draw my. Yeah, I'm gonna draw my crowbar and my sword, and if I can, I would like to use my crowbar to pry his hand off of her arm.
Sure, I think I'm good with that. Go for it.
Okay.
Make an athletics check.
Athletics check. 14.
It rolls. Oh, it actually rolls an 11. And so, with your assistance, with the crowbar wedged in between its hand and its arm, you're able to pull one hand off of her. It still
Okay.
has Winry by the tail, but she does have a lot more freedom and mobility at that point.
Nice move.
Then I'm going to take my sword and slash at him.
Go for it. Winry, you do also take 7 points of fire. I forgot that you also are in contact with him currently. And so you do also take additional fire damage.
Okay.
So that's 11 plus 5.
11 plus 5, that is a hit at 16.
Nice.
Okay. And I get sneak attack too because she's there.
Yep, she is threatening.
So that is 13 damage.
Very nice. 13 points of damage. That's with your short sword, correct?
Yeah, my short sword. And I actually need to
Okay.
double check where I was. So I was right here. Oh, I guess that's as far as I can move. All right, in that case, that's kind of where I'm gonna have to end this. Yeah, I wish I could.
Oh, you gotta go?
What? No, I just wish I could back
it's his
off.
turn.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay. Sorry, you surprised me.
Oh, my turn. It's done.
Okay.
That's
you
it
do
for me.
notice
Bye,
that-
guys.
Yeah, right. The sword
Yeah.
does slash across, but it seems to be cutting across the scales as opposed to through them for the most part. It seems to be having trouble finding its biting stroke. Winry, you are next. You are free to some extent to attack, but it does have you by the tail, and so you will have disadvantage on any strike until you can break free.
I'm gonna try to break free.
I'm gonna give you this because of Rayland's efforts as a move action instead of as a action, because I think that
Okay.
will reward Rayland's efforts here. So go ahead and make a acrobatics check or athletics, whichever is better for you.
I will use acrobatics.
But I figured it's an 11 to hold it to you.
Ooh, 17 plus 6.
Very nice. So with your move action, I'll say with half of your move, like you're standing up from prone effectively, you are able to kind of use your arm and shunt his arm off of your tail, force him to let go of you, and you are, once again, free.
Good moves,
No, I
everybody.
can't move.
You have half your move if you'd still like to.
No, I can't move. In roll 20.
Oh, like you don't have control.
It's you.
I think it's my phone. I can't change from pan to select.
Oh, well, where do you want to go?
Back. Like,
More specifically.
oh, I just got a battery low notification in my
Oh, great.
Like, I don't know how to explain it. Down and to the right? Diagonally?
Like here? Can you see
I
my
don't
arrow?
see it. No. Oh, yep.
That's your you probably have more than 15 feet. You probably have 20 feet at half movement.
Yeah, 20.
Sure. You could make it all the way to Jack, basically, if you'd like to. Oh, Rayland, I forgot for you too. 4 points of fire damage,
that's good.
Rayland, and you are also on fire.
4 points of fire damage.
Yep.
I was wondering about that actually, but I wasn't gonna.
Immediately
call
forgot
on it.
about it.
What the hell, man?
my
You
way
didn't do the
out.
damage.
I'm going to shout to Rayland, thank you! And then I will use a ray of frost.
Okay. Go for it. Make the
I
attack.
just realized I'm in a pickle here. This is not good.
I might be able to help.
17?
17 does hit.
Eight. Oh no. 2 damage.
The ray of frost shoots across from the water, and it strikes this creature right across the face. And as it does so, or well, across kind of the shoulder, and as it does so, you can see that it like sizzles and pops, and it seems like it like roars a little bit towards Rayland and towards you as it does so. It does not seem happy about that.
Its speed is also reduced by 10 feet
Okay, very nice.
until the start of a 6. My next turn.
You still have a bonus action if you would like. If you have anything to do.
Nope.
Okay. Well, at the end of your turn, since you are still technically on fire, you do take 2 points of fire damage.
Even though she's in the water, she's on fire.
I mean, the water is only coming up to like her shins. The rest of her is still on fire.
I figured it was pretty low, but I thought I'd just double check.
Yep. All right, next, Myetharia, it's you.
Okay. If I move to where Winry was standing, here. Oop, I still have measuring on. Moved here. Would I be able to attack it?
Yes.
Okay. Then that is exactly where I am going. And I'm
You
making
notice
2
that Myetharia stands up and she lights on fire, like fully, like everybody else is on fire similarly
fully.
with Rayland
Okay.
and Winry ablaze. But she doesn't seem to mind as she charges through.
And I'm making my 2 attacks with my sword that is on fire. My 2 swords that are on fire.
Yep.
First one is, oh, that's terrible. A 9 to hit. Getting rid of that die. Okay. Second one. That's even worse.
You should not have taunted my dice last time.
Okay.
Justin, you're going to need to get new dice. Those are terrible.
Did I say that? Did I say that? All in jest. Okay. Then I just say to it, stay back from her, and that's my turn.
Yeah, while it reeled back from the ray of frost that Winry shot at it, it does not seem to be slow in the reactions to avoid the melee strikes from Myetharia. It's able to dodge out of the way of them. Bryn, it is your turn.
I'm having lots of indecision, guys.
You? Ow! Jeez.
You should have just picked fighter. There's only one thing you can do over and over again.
I'm gonna cast Bane on the creature. Am I?
Ooh.
All right.
Gotta move one square to a second. You gotta change the cursor.
I'll move one step.
Charisma
That's-
saving
That's
throw.
Pan.
I don't know how to do it.
There.
Now
Now you're in range.
So yeah, charisma 13.
All right, charisma saving throw. That is a 12.
Yeah.
Okay. D4, subtract the number rolled from attack or saving throw. So I cast that.
Target. Attack roller. Okay, perfect.
It's attack roll or check, right?
Or saving throw.
Or saving throw. That's what I meant. Sorry.
And that's all I can do.
So what does Bane look like?
Oh, geez, Justin. So generally all of Bryn's magic is purples, grays, darker colors, smoky colors. When Bane comes out, it's the darkest you've seen Bryn's magic and just sort of envelops the creature and swirls around and then eventually going into them.
Ooh.
Like swirls around its face and then it like shoots into its eyes or something like this to like partially blind
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
As you can see,
Dark.
like this dark haze to their eyes now that wasn't there before. Very nice.
I like that. It's cool.
Anything else, Bryn?
That's all.
Very nice. All right, Jack, it is you next.
So we didn't plan this turn, but it really worked out nicely. I'm going to take one step back. Actually, no. I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to pull out the diviner. I'm going to blow a very high angry note. And I am aiming a spell at him. I am aiming Dissonant Whispers at him. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Bryn, I'll let you make the choice. Do you want to roll the d4s or do you want me to?
You can.
Yeah. That is bad. That is an 8 minus 3, so 5.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, he takes 15. Wait, 15? Nope. 11, 14 points of psychic damage.
Very nice.
And he must use his reaction immediately to get as far away from me as he can.
Oh boy, they didn't give me much room on this map, turns out.
Well, fortunately,
Oh, no.
it's 10 feet less because
it is
of
10 feet less. I did notice that too. As it leaves, as it runs, there are 2 people who are adjacent to it if you would like to use your reactions as well.
And Rayland, you would get sneak attack.
Absolutely. We just find the one die that I haven't used yet.
And I want to say, as I blow the note, it reaches up and covers its ears as much as it can, obviously in pain, and runs away.
It was at its eyes.
It was like, it was like reaching back for the spear that it has on its back for just a split second, and then all of a sudden it clamps its hands to the side of its head as it seemingly has a little fit and just runs.
Nice. 20 total.
That does hit.
Nice.
Excellent.
And Rayland yours also hits. And you do
Wow.
get sneak
23.
attack also because it
Or-
is a different turn.
What?
You get
do
sneak
get sneak
attack,
attack.
All right, 15
where the spell comes in real
or
clutch.
14. Sorry, 14.
Either way. The short sword
8,
streaks across the scales on its back. Myetharia.
8 points of piercing and 2 points of fire.
The scimitar as well scrapes across some more of its back scales. All of these seem to be doing a little bit less than you would have thought because they're just not digging in quite properly. But at the same time, they are dealing damage. It does not appear to be at all affected by the fire portion of the flaming weapon, though.
I figured that.
But it has
I can
run
choose
all the
them.
way to the corner of the map as far as I can put it right now, but I can make the map bigger if I really needed to. Very nice. Anything else with your turn then, Jack?
No, that is it. Actually, I'm gonna put away the diviner. I'm gonna pull out my bow, my short bow, and I'm gonna knock one of the arrows that I took the metal head off of and it's just a sharpened shaft, and ready that to use potentially next turn.
Okay.
That's it.
Sure. Very
I
nice.
was going to experiment.
On its turn next, then it pulls its hands like tentatively down from its side of its head, and it looks around confused for a moment, as though not sure quite what happened. Afterwards, it looks unhappy, but he does still wade back into combat a little bit. It sees the smaller in stature, weaker looking, at least initially, Rayland sitting there, and it takes the spear off of its back and attempts to poke you with the spear first.
Pokey time.
14 to hit.
No, that hits exactly.
Ooh. He is.
Oh, but he has
wielding-
Bane.
Oh, right.
Yes, thank you.
And so
Oh!
So
at
you
least
don't
one
hit.
coming off, and therefore the spear.
Nice job.
It's coming
Thank you,
like
baby.
straight at you there for just a split second, Rayland. And as you start panicking, watching it come towards you, there's a small puff of smoke that appears right in front of you, like right between the salamander's eyesight and you. And as it does so, the spear goes like sliding right between your arm and your side, just barely missing out, as though the shadows themselves deflected it.
Bane is so good.
It
That rocks.
it
That's
hisses
awesome.
almost at you as it happens. It's almost, as I said, it's almost reptilian in nature, and so it hisses a little bit with its tongue. And then the next thing that happens just before you realize is the tail swings around and attempts to smack you.
E4.
Ooh, this one might not hit either. Ooh, it rolled a 1 on Bane though. So that is 8 plus 7 minus 1 is 14. That is
Yeah.
exactly
Hits it,
that
yeah.
time.
It's exactly.
You got one of the two though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Spell still rocks.
As the tail bludgeons you, it smacks you for 12 points of bludgeoning damage,
Yeesh.
plus
Cheese and crackers.
6 points of fire damage.
Cheese and crackers.
And then the tail encircles around you and grabs your body, and you are grappled by it. It doesn't have any more actions to go anywhere, but it does have Rayland wrapped up in its tail. That is the end of his turn. Rayland, it's your turn next. You are on fire and restrained, grappled by the beast.
Quick, I hate to be this guy. I hate to be like the teacher, or the student who's like, you forgot our homework, but what about the storm?
The storm passes at the end of the round. You do remind me, though,
Fucking
that I
narc.
didn't do anything for Bryn or Jack, did I? Bryn and Jack, make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 1.
Oh,
I'm gonna feel like such a dummy. I'm so sorry. But like, it's this massive storm. It's cool. I want to talk about the storm more. The Cinder Storm.
16.
Let's talk less about the tail wrapped around me and more about the storm.
Bryn is able to kind of Matrix style, like move with the storm, avoiding the pieces of burning debris as it flies by. And Bryn, you are unaffected by it. Jack, you do take 1 point of fire damage, and you are on fire.
Awesome. I'm on fire.
Thank you.
I'm on fire because of you, man.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn now, Rayland. Yes.
I'm gonna narc on myself again. Fire after the end of my turn, or at the
At
start?
the end of your turn.
Okay, great.
By this point, you can just start to see the tail end of the storm as it is past the lot of you at this point in
Can
time.
can I use? I probably can't use fast hands to. Although I still am holding my my crowbar.
Chris Crowbar.
Crossbar.
So if I could get that crowbar in there with fast hands and try and pry myself loose. I mean, I hate to use the same move twice, but
I'll allow it. I think that's fair. You're kind of like
athletics.
wrapped up with it, but you kind of. I'm gonna say you have to drop your short sword to do it because you need 2 hands in order to try to pry yourself,
Ooh.
or at least sheath it.
Yeah, no, I'll drop it and I'll do the athletics then.
I'm
You
gonna
learned
also
nothing from Gabe.
with your
Never
pry
drop
bar. I will give you advantage to lever yourself out from the tail because it's not dexterous and or it's not like a hand. So being able to kind of wedge yourself out with a crowbar would be reasonable, and so you can have advantage on your athletics check.
DM rewarding the narc.
All right. 15.
It rolls a 20 though to hold on to you.
Ooh, it wants to keep you.
Unfortunately, the tail continues to hold on.
Oh, a tasty little snack.
You can continue to lever on it with your action if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'll do it with my action then.
Before you can make another one with advantage.
With advantage. Thank you.
I mean, you're still using the pry bar. The pry bar was the advantage part.
19.
Oh my gosh. Natural 19, 23.
You tried real hard, buddy.
The dice came back. They came back with a vengeance.
Yeah, they swung around on me.
How rough is Rayland looking?
Well, you're about to find out.
about to find out,
So that's my turn.
But we already found the result. I can't do it now.
Oh. As you are held by the salamander and coming in contact with its flaming hot skin, you take 2 points of fire damage as it rolled double ones.
I pass out.
Oh, it was still enough.
Did you have one?
Oh my gosh.
I had 1 hit point.
Son of a bitch.
So Rayland is on fire, being held by the salamander, and unconscious. You don't have to make a death save, though, because that happened before the end of your turn. Or it happened after the end of your turn, whatever you want to phrase that.
I appreciate it.
Justin, you weren't rolling checks, or you were rolling checks, right? Not saving throws.
Yes, those are checks. Yep. Winry, it will be your turn.
Can I duck under the water to put myself out?
Yes, you could. I'm good with that.
I will do that. Oh.
I'm going to say it takes your whole move, though, because you have to spend a little bit of time under the water to let it all be gone for sure.
Can I then use feline agility to double my move?
Or I guess I'd say probably half your move, because you're dropping prone, which is a free action, and then you're standing up from prone, which is half your move. So that seems fair. Agree with that?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Can I still use feline agility to double my move? So then I would
Bonus
have...
or a free action? Then sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Rayland.
If it helps, I should actually move Rayland into the salamander's square.
Doesn't.
Does it make you feel better?
How is that supposed to make you feel better?
How is this supposed to help us?
Frees up some space, but yeah.
Dislike.
Son of a bitch.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
move.
throwing your prized possession into a trash can frees up space.
Oh, she just called you your
Rayland's
prized possession.
Prized possession.
Did you hear that?
Shoot. I didn't think about how that'd come off.
Oh, shucks.
I want to try to get... I can't show you where it is.
You can come over here and point if you need to. There's nothing hiding. You don't have to worry too much about it.
How much health does he have, Cassie?
What weakness is?
I can't see it because it's off the top of the screen.
What?
There's a health bar right up here.
Oh. Right there. I
35?
40.
40?
Yeah. Oh, I hear myself. I want to
That's some real echo going there.
Yeah.
A lot of movement right there.
She had half. And
Do something. It's a 15-foot cone,
That,
but it.
I feel like you'd hit Rayland.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah. That's
As he is actually grabbing on the body of Rayland's, unconscious body here. He's dragging it with him. So I think you wouldn't be able to do an area of effect attack without hitting him also.
Okay. And okay. Can I?
That doesn't mean you can't do it.
Yep. Do I have enough movement to get to him to try to pull Rayland out?
Oh, definitely. If you'd gone straight there, you could go very easily straight there.
I'll do
25
that
feet.
instead.
Okay. You rush up to Rayland and the salamander.
And
You're going to spend your action in order to try to grab Rayland
Yep.
from the salamander.
yep.
Okay. That is just an athletics check. It is.
Ugh.
Alternatively, you could say you are waiting for help and assist someone else in doing so when they would have advantage to try to get Rayland out. But it would take multiple actions at that point. So I will let that be your choice.
I'll try to do it.
Okay. That is
Yeah.
athletics check.
I'm gonna inspire her.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring up the diviner and I'm gonna play a soothing and invigorating melody. You can add a D6 to your roll, Cassie.
Okay.
Ooh, I need to subtract from mine.
I can't
No, it's not skill check.
next level.
I rolled 18 plus 5.
Winry
Nice.
is so strong. And she gets this like
So strong.
like that mama surge of strength to like rip a car off of their baby kind of thing. Winry just like hulks out a little bit and it's like,
That's you. That's
No.
you. He's talking about.
I
Right?
think he just called you a baby.
and then just wrenches
She is the tallest member, and Rayland.
And you are the smallest member. This is
wrenches Rayland's limp body from out of this salamander's tail as it was coiled around it. As you do so, Winry, you do suffer 5 points of fire damage as you come into contact with the salamander's heated body. But you kind of toss Rayland aside a little bit. You can hold him or whatever you want to do with him, but you have Rayland.
Don't you have?
like a football, just holding the guy back.
I imagine she had him by an arm and a leg and just kind of threw him.
Do I have
all that
Just
movement left?
imagining him going like,
You said you had 40 feet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Way
You have
better.
10 feet of movement left
I'm gonna try to move away.
with Rayland in your hands.
Yeah.
Because you will go half speed for that, so you only get 5 feet. So you get
Okay.
one
Wait,
square
Wait, didn't
away.
you do
Yeah,
your
Rayland.
Didn't you do your feline agility? Wouldn't that be more?
That
You
gave
only
me
used-
40. I dunked
You
down
used
in
half
the
to
water.
stand up, so you would have a total of 60.
So I think the way that it's worded, because feline agility doesn't give you an additional move, it doubles your speed for this turn.
Oh. Oh,
And so
I see, I see,
doubling
I see,
and
yeah.
having are going to get
Gotcha.
rid of each other effectively and leave it at 40. Is that right?
Do you still have a bonus action, Cassie?
Yeah, you can double your speed. So you can still take. No, you can't. You can't dash yet. That's not something you can do yet.
No, but she could key point with
You
a
could
bonus
key
action
point though. Yes.
and disengage or dash.
Oh yeah, good idea.
So you can
I
either.
will.
Yeah, if you want to spend a key point, you can either disengage to get 5 feet away for free without necessarily getting hit, or you can get 40 feet away, 20 feet away, carrying Rayland 25 feet, because you still have the 5 feet additional left over. Carrying Rayland out and away, but you might get hit.
The 25 gets you back to Jack and I.
Dash.
Okay. As you start to leave its area, it will attempt to smack you with the spear.
D4.
I will include the D4. It's not that strong. That is 16 minus 2, 14 to hit.
Nope.
It's 15. Yay!
Very nice.
Teamwork!
Nice.
Once again, do it just enough in order to get you guys past as Winry dashes in, removes Rayland's body, and then dashes right back to Jack and Bryn. Do you want to set down the body?
Yeah.
Drop him in the water.
As you do
Yeah, I
so,
was
yeah,
gonna
well,
say,
he's on
drop him in the
fire,
water.
so it's got its pluses and minuses here. But I'm going to say, yeah, you can let go of Rayland's body and dunk it in the water so he's no longer on fire.
But I want to
Drowning.
keep his head under the water.
I mean, you have to dunk his head under the water to get him
Yeah.
out. And then it'll be whoever turn is next to do what they need to with him now that he is put out.
Go down to the river to pray about it.
Very nice. Very nice turn, Winry. Myetharia, it's going to be you next.
That was a great turn, Winry.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Nice. All right, I'm moving up next to him. Oh goodness!
Each
All
time you
right,
fight something by
Oh,
yourself,
no, I
something
just had
bad
a-
happens.
something bad happens. Oh,
Every time
okay.
you fight something by yourself.
What was the other time besides the deer?
Turning into
The time when she
Fire
died
creature.
and turned to a fire thing that we
Okay, I
haven't
was
figured out
just
yet.
say, was that the
That was the
only
only
one?
time. I think that was the only one and only time. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Only got unconscious
you-
like 3 times.
Or
you know?
go unconscious.
All right, well,
I'm
Myetharia.
fine. All right, I'm making my 2 attacks on him. I'm gonna try and aim a little bit more towards his tail,
Okay.
and just sort of say to him like, oh gosh, what'd she say? Something like, keep your tail to yourself. I don't know.
Oh, you take a D4 damage.
It's so bad. Yeah, that's 14 to hit.
14 does not hit, unfortunately.
I
This
didn't
one
think
doesn't
so.
quite
That's
get
it.
enough bite.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's much better. 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. Let's see, piercing damage. 6 points of piercing damage, and 4 completely irrelevant points of fire damage.
Yeah, the first sword kind of scrapes across the scales. The second one digs in a little bit, and you can see a little bit of flaring blood come shooting out. He's still
Cauterizing the
looking,
wound for him.
he's still looking reasonably okay at this point, but you can definitely tell you're
Yeah, it
putting
was
in
plenty.
a decent amount of damage. So,
Right.
Anything else, Myetharia?
I don't
He
think
has-
so.
okay.
Hang on a sec. I want to see how far away. Okay. Yeah, no, that's my turn.
Okay. Bryn, it's you.
Okay, I'm going to I'll sort of cradle Rayland's head out of the water, and then I'll pull out my mace and just touch it to his chest and cast Cure Wounds through my mace. 1d8.
Very nice.
Oh, you
It's a one,
hate
huh?
to see it. You hate to see it.
Can I use my Savage Attacker to reroll ones on healing? Because I realized I'm not going to be able to use my Savage Attacker at all because I barely hit.
You have savage attack.
We'll
From
talk
orc.
about that.
That's a
Going
great,
forward.
yeah. We'll go back to that. Okay, 1, so that's 4. You're up.
Rayland,
charge.
she is cradling your head with one hand, with the mace on your chest with the other hand. As you find yourself floating in a river, it feels almost like home for a brief moment. And then you realize where you are.
Oh, that was cute.
That was my
How,
one.
How much?
Oh,
What did you say I was healed
Just
for?
4 healing.
4.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Oh gosh, I'm so mad.
Probably will at this guy.
I'm really mad that I did that actually. Okay. Because I was planning in my head, use a bonus action and then use an action, and then I got all flavorful and did that all thing.
And
So
you spent an action instead.
yeah, done an action instead. So action. Gosh dang, these days. I hate spells, guys. Oh, okay, that's all. That's all I'm gonna do.
I hate
Very
the
nice.
spells.
Too much pressure.
It's the beginning of
Jack-
the fucking day.
Yeah, I
Jack,
agree with you.
it's your turn.
Okay, you said part of move action to put myself out in the water.
Yes, you would use half of your move to drop
Okay.
prone and then jump back up.
I'll do that. So still got 15 feet of movement. And then I did say that I brought my bow out and knocked an arrow. It was mostly for flavor, but what would it charge to stow that?
So one action is free with an item.
Okay.
You can interact with one item for free each round.
Oh, so I'll just toss the arrow and then I'll put my re-shoulder my bow.
So I'm fine with them being a combined thing, so to speak.
Oh, okay.
You're putting your bow away. As long as you
Okay.
don't draw anything else out, then that's fine.
Nope.
That's
not
your
draw
one-
anything else out.
That's your one item interaction for free.
Okay. And then I'm going to seeing. So like I'm concerned about Myetharia, and now she is in the fire fighting a fire creature. So I'm going to use my 15 feet to get closer. Pull out the diviner, blow a note. I'm doing Ray of Frost at him.
Very nice. Go for it.
Natural 20.
Ooh, very nice.
That might be the first natural 20 I've rolled. Nah, that's not true. 8.
Maybe for an
Frost.
attack roll.
8. Yeah. 8 cold damage.
Very nice. It lands center of its chest, basically, as it's squaring up against Myetharia. And as it does so, it reels heavily and it screeches out this inhuman noise.
I'm going to say, Myetharia, get out of there. That's it.
Well, on its turn, having been subjected to a couple of devastating cold-based attacks, and no longer having anyone in its grasp, it is going to attempt to slither into the forest. Myetharia, as you are adjacent to it, you can make an attack if you'd like to. I don't know what you just...
It's something completely useless now that he's leaving, but yes, I'll make an attack on him. Which die has not failed me tonight?
That's right. That's right. Myetharia wants to
Hello.
remind everyone that because you have the spell Stand the Heat in effect on yourselves, you can put yourself out from fire with a bonus action at any given time.
Oh, yeah.
I had Rob's words ringing in my head as I was like, wasn't it like a bonus action or like a reaction or something?
Well, Justin was
I'm like
kind and gave it to
searching
us for half a
keywords
movement.
in the chat. Like, what was it? All right.
You probably just look up the spell next time.
It's only it's a good 23 to hit.
Very nice, that hits.
Let's see. 8 points of piercing and 3 points of fire damage.
Sword once more scrapes across its back. You can definitely start to see some hissing and burning of blood as it's trying to escape away. It will spend both its move and its action in order to dash and get 60 feet from where it is right now into the undergrowth.
Good.
As such, if you'd like to continue to make attacks against it, they will be at disadvantage because of the amount of trees and flames and smoke that there is between you and it. But if you'd like to, you have one round to shoot at its fleeing back as it leaves. Otherwise, you can also lick your wounds and live and let live.
What a way to put it.
I'm not going to fire at it.
Rayland, you can go first. You are?
I'm not
or
going to fire on it.
Okay. Winry?
I will say, where's my sword?
It's right by Myetharia's boot.
As I say, I'll pick it up.
All right. I was going to say, I'll use Mage Hand to pick it up. I think it's better flavor if
No.
Myetharia does it.
Okay.
Okay. Bryn, anything you'd like to do? Oh, sorry. I
That's-
skipped
Oh, that's
Myetharia.
me.
You're Bryn.
I'll just help Rayland to his feet, and that's all.
Myetharia?
Thank you.
I don't have anything ranged, so I wouldn't go after it.
So just making sure you didn't want to charge in after it.
No.
Like
Oh, no.
every other time.
I'm not. She might be prideful, but she's not reckless. Okay.
And
So-
Jack?
Oh,
Very fine line.
I'm not gonna fire.
Fine
him.
line.
Okay, very nice. At that, then the salamander fleeing back into the forest, and these cinder clouds seemingly past. You start to make your way. You can short rest if you'd like to on the rest of your journey. But you start to make your way up to the mouth of the White River, where we will pick things up as you continue on there next time.